bonsoir, bonsoir. Enfin, que dis-je, bonjour. Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez super bien. Écoutez-moi, moi ça va super. Ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas vu. Ça doit faire au moins 2-3 semaines. Quelque chose comme ça. Et donc, je vous dis bonjour et re-bienvenue. Si vous êtes déjà sur le chat ou pas, je sais pas. J'ai pas tout encore, toutes les infos sur l'écran, mais bon. En tout cas, j'espère que ça va en ce petit dimanche. Et en ce petit dimanche, j'avais envie de faire un truc très cool que j'avais envie de faire depuis longtemps, c'est les Telltales. Telltales sur l'histoire de Game of Thrones. Et franchement, j'ai juste fait le test tout à l'heure pour le son et tout. Et c'est un délice. Par contre, seule petite chose, c'est que j'ai le jeu en anglais. Avec les sous-titres en anglais, bien sûr. Grand malade. Un truc, c'est que je vais pas m'amuser à traduire. Parce que ça va être une galère sinon et je vais perdre trop de temps. Et de ce que j'ai vu, c'est que les choix sont très très rapides à faire. Donc non. Non, pas de traduction en direct. Et j'avais envie de faire ça parce que je trouve ça kiffant comme jeu. Et comme on est dimanche, on se fait un truc cool. On se prend pas la tête, quoi. D'ailleurs, je peux dire ça. De derrière moi. Hop, sur le pieu. Direct. Et du coup, il y en a plein qui vont dire ouais, ça fait longtemps, on t'a pas vu, machin. Oui, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, mais j'ai pas beaucoup de temps en ce moment avec le taf et tout. C'est un peu difficile. C'est un peu difficile. Mais bon. Du coup, on va commencer direct. Alors, donc comme je vous ai dit tout à l'heure, alors j'ai pris tous les épisodes. Donc je sais pas trop combien de temps il y a de durée de vie dans ce jeu. On va voir. Si on a le temps de les faire aujourd'hui, on les fait. Ça serait cool. Ça serait ouf déjà. Mais ça m'étonnerait. Du coup, attendez, mais on va se mettre en plein écran. Du coup, j'espère que la cam ne va pas faire trop chier au niveau des dialogues. Sinon, j'ai ça. Je pourrais faire... non, c'est ça. Que je pourrais mettre à chaque fois qu'on a du discours ou autre. On verra. Du coup, oui. Ah oui, en même temps, je suis en train de tester un nouveau micro. Qui est un Yeti. Je sais pas du tout ce que ça va donner. Donc n'hésitez pas à me dire si le son de mon clavier est trop fort. Enfin, toutes ces choses-là. J'essaierai de les régler. Parce que je suis en train de le tester car je vais peut-être l'acheter. Et comme j'avais des gens qui l'avaient déjà, ils me l'ont prêté pour aujourd'hui. Et on va voir ça. Donc du coup, on se lance. Et on commence cette fabuleuse histoire. Du coup, je verrai. Si je vois que le texte dépasse et qu'il passe en dessous de ma cam, je décalerai ma cam. Enfin voilà. Mais je ferai pas de changement de scène, je pense pas. Du coup, let's go. Allez. À l'attaque. Du coup, ça serait cool, ouais, si on peut faire tous les épisodes aujourd'hui et demain soir, ça serait cool. Ça serait cool parce que j'ai un autre jeu que j'aimerais bien faire et que j'ai commencé il y a très longtemps et j'ai jamais réussi à continuer. C'est The Witcher 3 que j'ai et qui attend. Allez, je le mets comme ça.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Ah bon? On a pris pour son ardent ou quoi? Allez, on pique.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain.
Allez, je joue à la souris au clavier, par contre.
Proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Allez.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye.
Le mec se la raconte quand même un
Well,
petit peu.
I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Le mec a pris la pression
Get
directe.
your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
do it.
Quoi encore?
You're
Fais-le
a
toi.
squire. It's your job, not mine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond
Il
reproach.
kiffe trop, ça se voit.
House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
En gros, là, il essaie de motiver un peu les troupes en leur disant qu'ils ont bien fait et ils ont déchiré la bataille.
Tonight we celebrate.
En gros. Et en plus, il m'offre une petite coupette pour me...
To Robb Stark, the king in the north.
The King in the North!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Castle Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
I run from ice.
Iron from ice!
Allez.
Garrett,
Iron from ice, c'est la devise
Yes, my lord.
des Forrester.
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you.
Aha.
It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
Qu'est-ce que vous
You've
voulez
served
savoir?
House Forrester well for several years now,
Ah.
but I can't expect you to squire forever.
Bah,
How shall
j'espère
I
bien.
reward your loyalty?
Ah,
What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let
I
me
want
fight
to
for you, my
fight.
lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves
Allez.
House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
allez, on va
Thank you,
rester
my
dans
lord.
le...
I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt.
On va
But
rester
for
dans le
now,
mec de
keep this
parole, quoi.
between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord.
Bien sûr qu'on ken.
Thank you.
Tu crois quoi?
Bloody hell.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you?
Allez, go.
I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Plus pour très longtemps, tu me outrank, hein, mec.
Much more wine, scrub my armor,
Clean my boots.
Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Owen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about
Il y a
it?
juste un truc à savoir, c'est que là, ça se passe au moment du Red
See,
Wedding.
that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Just shut your mouth.
It's
Bim.
the truth. It's not like I'm making it up.
Ça se passe
All I'm saying is,
au moment du
at this
Red
rate, we'll never
Wedding.
be more than this,
Donc,
which is nothing. The lowest of the low.
faites gaffe si vous voulez
All
pas être
I
spoilé.
know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
I'm
Yeah,
sick
Fanta,
of listening to
Tim
your
Soup.
wine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
Bah oui.
How much further?
It's right over there.
Coucou Flying Peanut. The Twin Stronghold. J'espère que l'histoire va pas aller plus loin que
Take
ça
your
l'est même.
time.
Enfin, dans les Game of
You
Thrones de la
lot
saison
have
7.
drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding.
Ils sont un peu trop armés quand même les mecs. Du coup c'est...
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Du coup, en fait,
Don't
on est...
expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
Les histoires qu'il y aura dans Telltales, c'est des histoires qui sont
What's
parallèles
wrong?
à l'histoire qu'on suit dans la série. En gros, il y aura des trucs où on va passer au moment certains... Comme là, le Red Wedding, on n'est pas dans la salle où on devrait être en train de filmer, mais
Acting rather odd.
à l'extérieur.
You've had too much wine. I am not carrying these by myself. Not a fucking chance.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
Ah ouais,
You go if you're in such a rush.
j'ai oublié de répondre, putain, fais chier.
But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow
Bien
down,
sûr.
would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Allez. Too late. Un chou trop tard, allez. Un chou trop tard. Mon échelle avec-
We need to get back to camp.
Allez. Run, my friend. Run, Roderick. Come on, Roderick.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Boum.
A gift from the king.
Le mec a la classe quand même. Alors du coup, comment ça se passe? Voilà. Ah, du coup, je vais peut-être me faire chier avec les clics de mon clavier. Dites-moi si c'est trop fort au niveau du clavier.
Ready,
Donc, c'est de la
boys.
QTE, je vais sûrement cliquer dans n'importe.
Whoa! Shoot that one!
Je trouve que la souris galère trop à bouger en fait. Je sais pas si c'est le jeu qui est comme ça, mais...
Look out!
Aïe. Vas-y. Vas-y. Ah, force. Ah, force. Vous inquiétez pas, on refait la scène.
Ready, boys!
On se la refait.
Whoa! Shoot that one!
Ah, toi. Ok, le cul il est bien. Le cul c'est là. Ok, ça joue en partie, j'ai dû changer mon clavier. Donc du coup pour moi cul c'est A en fait. C'est pour ça que j'ai tellement fait ça continue. Donc c'est pas moi qui suis. C'est fait exprès. Vas-y. Allez. Avance. Alors voilà, là je le coupe. C'est trop relou ou pas. Faut pas hésiter. Parce que mon coup il est vraiment pété là. T'as dû... Ah, là j'ai cru. Il y a électrique, il est électrique. Allez on tue. Allez on fait quoi? Ça. Casse-toi. Aïe. Putain, il va le sauver.
Good fucking riddance!
Est-ce que ce mec qui meurt comme ça?
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Alors, trouver oui.
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
J'aime bien la façon dont ils ont été dessinés.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Je bois un peu mauvais moment. Le mec, je pense que Q c'est A. Ah, bâtard.
Not afraid, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Alors franchement, l'ambiance c'est ouf. J'adore le son. On est tellement dans l'ambiance. C'est je kiffe.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the phrase says time's over.
Oh, il est dans la merde.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Allez, on take.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Well, the phrase says
You have to
about
go.
stage, you're welcome.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle.
Ah,
Tell him. The North Grove
meuf.
must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Allez.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
Foresters. Ah mais le mec.
With love from all the fray.
Bon. Au moins ils ont respecté. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Enfin, que dis-je? Bonjour. Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez super bien. Écoutez-moi, moi ça va super, ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas vu. Ça doit faire au moins 2-3 semaines, quelque chose comme ça. Et donc, je vous dis bonjour et re-bienvenue. Si vous êtes déjà sur le chat ou pas, je sais pas. J'ai pas tout encore, toutes les infos sur l'écran, mais bon. En tout cas, j'espère que ça va en ce petit dimanche. Et en ce petit dimanche, j'avais envie de faire un truc très cool que j'avais envie de faire depuis longtemps, c'est les Telltales. Sur l'histoire de Game of Thrones. Et franchement, j'ai juste fait le test tout à l'heure pour le son et tout. Et c'est un délice. Par contre, seule petite chose, c'est que j'ai le jeu en anglais. Avec les sous-titres en anglais, bien sûr. Grand malade. Un truc, c'est que je vais pas m'amuser à traduire. Parce que ça va être une galère sinon et... Ah. Je crois qu'il y a plusieurs fins différentes.
Fresh.
Ah, cochon. Cochon mort. Un cochon. Ok, on avance. On continue. Ok, bon vas-y, on va direct là-bas. Ah, j'ai qu'une Forester Sword. On peut pas la mettre? Enfin, à tenir.
That's father's car.
Ah. Ça sent pas bon.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Winter may be coming, but at least still have his bacon.
Oh les bâtards. Non, putain. Faites ça dans les règles, moi. Ah.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
Faut l'utiliser là. Il est pas à chier.
Is that so? You can try if you like. And then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
J'ai chaud.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Donne. Je te la donnerai pas.
Come get it, you bastard.
C'est bien. Ouais, bah c'est pas moi. Hein. Je me savais de mon épée, moi. C'est événement.
Pathetic.
Fourche.
You really are a pig.
Oups. Désolé. Hop là. Oui, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Hop là. La charge du barbare. Aïe. Allez. Du coup, on se fait quoi? Mercy?
Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Chose Mercy. Yeah.
Thank you.
On va s'ajouer un peu héroïque.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Et les jambes. C'est un Bolton quand même.
Father?
Garrett, you survived.
Of course. Of course it survived.
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Ah non. Putain, les bâtards, ils ont tué tout le monde quoi.
I tried to stop them.
C'est des fermiers, putain. Il a pas à les tuer. Ils ont rien fait. Que les Bolton pour faire des trucs de merde comme ça. Putain.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Donc la prochaine fois, il faut se rappeler, il faut tuer l'autre. Faut tuer Carlos, là, le petit blondinet. Iron Wrath. Putain, le mec il galère depuis 3 plombes.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Ah oui,
Garrett,
tu m'étonnes.
I was too late. You were already dead.
bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Killmeister.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what?
Bah pour rien,
My
justement.
sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Bah merci.
Thank you, Maester.
Ça fait chaud au cœur. Hein.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything.
Je pense qu'on est plus à ça près, hein. C'est des
These
Bolton.
maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Ils veulent tuer
Hold the
tout le
wound
monde.
open for me, would you?
Un petit peu pourri tout ça. Hein. Moi je dis il aurait dû couper.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared
Putain, ça
to
va être
lead.
encore un gosse qui va devoir décider du sort de sa
Right.
famille.
This might hurt a bit.
C'est chaud quand
Hold
même.
this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't
That's
train
not
maesters
what
in the art
happens.
of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Du coup, bon, on peut se balader. Casse-toi, cours. Run for your life. Ok. Rien à faire ici. Ah. On va voir le tableau de famille. Qu'est-ce qu'ils vont nous dire? Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Mirror.
Mirror.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Asher.
Ah.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Du coup, un qui a
Talia and
été
Ethan.
exilé.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Ah, oui, d'accord. Oh, il est pas si jeune que ça.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
D'accord, ça c'est plus
Lady
jeune.
Forrester. She's always been kind to me.
La
Treated
môme.
me like I was a Forrester myself. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Et
Roderick.
Roderick.
He was our best warrior by far.
Ouais, rébattu de la mode Forrester. Le codex.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Le mec qui met la pression pour que je marche. Ah ouais, chaise du grand patron, mec.
The Ironwood Grove.
Ok.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world. The
C'est bon à
foresters
savoir.
owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it.
Du coup,
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
bon, bien sûr. Voilà, on va prendre de l'alchimie. Est-ce qu'on peut avoir
Laisse
des
moi,
compétences? Un truc à faire, on prend tout, hein. Pas de raison. Pas de truc. Touch.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Du coup, je peux te parler, go. Tout. Ah, je montrerai la sourde. C'est le maestro.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. Even a sword as strong as this would barely make a dent in a shield like that.
Bon, on va talk.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Ouais. You love the house, 76.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but...
Oh là là.
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Elle, c'est ma future femme.
Me too.
Il y a. Alors, hop. C'est là qu'elle a.
Off
pas-
to bed
non,
now.
pas
Hurry
elle.
on.
Celle-là, cette petite. Elle.
Garrett
petite,
was
c'est ma
just
future
telling me
femme.
how valiantly Lord Forrester
Pas
fought
obligé.
to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
Ouais, bah écoute.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed, if you can remember?
He said he loved you.
Ouais, il est en mode voilà.
That's very kind of you to say.
Elle est contente.
You have the Forester's sword.
Bon, écoute, ça passe.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
Oh là là.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
C'est un gros warrior.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
J'en ai kill qu'un seul. Hein.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart.
Faut attendre.
Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right.
We need to be
We
smart.
need to be smart.
Smart.
Ah non.
Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Tiens.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and
Oh,
us
sorry.
of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay
C'est
Snow would
logique.
need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough. Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach
The
of the
wall.
Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall.
Yes.
The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I will go.
I'll do what's best for the house.
Je suis un bourrin.
So I'll go.
Ouais,
I'm
chance
not
ça.
afraid.
I know
Salut,
it doesn't
ami.
seem fair, but it is what's best.
Bah écoute, franchement, il est vachement cool. Ça fait 30 minutes que je suis dessus et c'est immersif.
That settles it.
C'est vachement immersif.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
C'est du QTE, c'est du choix dans les dialogues, donc qui vont te mener dans une histoire complètement ouf. Ce qui est cool, c'est que c'est une histoire parallèle à l'histoire basique qu'on a dans la série.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if
Je
given a
pense pas
chance.
qu'il va y avoir de spoil,
I would.
mais
God's
franchement,
willing,
il est
someday
vachement
I
énorme.
will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
Une bonne immersion dans
Lord
l'histoire,
Forrester
les
would be
musiques sont
proud
ouf,
that you put in the interests of the house
et les
over
voix
the wall.
magnifiques. Quoi.
Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. Met the twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
Et ouais, si tu crois.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Ah oui, j'ai quelque chose à te dire, c'est vrai, putain. C'est ton oncle.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said,
The North
Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
C'est
if ever.
La vraie histoire, mais sauf que tu joues un personnage qui est complètement extérieur du récit principal en fait. Et tu joues un petit peu l'histoire en mode parallèle. Mais tu vois les vrais personnages. C'est le vrai monde, les vraies histoires. Comme là, l'histoire, on l'a commencé au moment du Red Wedding.
I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. Soon, I may need your help, but I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Et du coup, là, tu vois, je joue un personnage, mais je sais pas si c'est lui que je vais jouer du début à la fin. Si ça va changer après.
It will help.
Sachant qu'en plus, c'est des épisodes. Là, il y en a 6. Là, j'ai pris le pack avec les 6 épisodes dedans. Et
Iron from Ice.
Iron from Ice. Et du coup, en fait, bah, là, pour l'instant, tu suis son histoire à lui. Pour
Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Bim. Allez. Paye ta larme. Donc là, je suis un petit peu exilé pour aller au mur.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Allez. Mais en gros, je trouve ça cool. Sur des mondes comme ça, avec une histoire vachement énorme, c'est cool. Ouais, bah peut-être que je vais les croiser justement, on va voir. Vu que c'est au moment du Red Wedding là que je viens de partir, donc ouais. Là, Ethan, c'est le nouveau roi de là où j'étais, là, dans le château où j'étais. Et ça, c'est son frère et sa sœur.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
Ouais, toi
He
déjà,
was
tu te
worried
calmes.
you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here.
Promets pas trop, tu vas mourir vite.
And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want
Pas de
her
proche en
to
ça.
die either. Maester Ortengren said
Amusez-vous
he
bien.
got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell
Des
me
bisous à
what
vous aussi.
Garrett did,
Ciao,
but
ciao.
it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah.
Ça c'était avant.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. We never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Ah, c'est logique.
Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
Ah mais non, faut pas être trop nice, mec.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Quel enfant, putain. Avec des candies.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Ah. Ça va chier, ça veut dire. C'est chaud. C'est la guerre, les gars. Du coup, ils ont pas dit que c'était il y a combien de temps
Lord
après?
Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Ah, c'est peu de temps après que
Can't
je
you
sois
meet
parti.
with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Ah, mais faut lui mettre les points un peu sur les i quand même, parce que là... Il se la joue un peu trop patron l'autre. J'aime pas ça. Uncle.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Tell him to go away.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you'd like.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
C'est lui. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut le gros? What's it, bitch?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Beam.
Aye. And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy.
Oh non.
And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like
Ouais,
a
mec.
wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Allez. Toujours mes femmes
That lad
puissantes.
may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Allez. Le Gothico. Comment vas-tu? Ça va super pour moi, en tout cas.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
Qu'est-ce que ça
You
fait
were
de beau
brave, my son.
en ce
But you
dimanche?
need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Ah, yes. Entrée, tu travailles
Your sister can
non?
help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ok, donc maintenant on suit un petit peu l'histoire de la fille. Bah écoute, dès que je finis cette histoire, je pense que je lancerai un petit truc ce soir sur Fortnite. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là-dedans? Une pièce?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Ok.
What a strange place, Essos.
Ouais, je suis dans la même que toi, mec. Je travaille dedans aussi, donc un peu
Ethan
chaud.
made this for me.
Mais bon, je vais sûrement rentrer tôt, donc
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
qu'est-ce qu'on a là-dedans?
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
En gros, tu vas y aller, tu vas dire bonjour et tu vas repartir. Ok, pas de soucis, mec. À toutes. Alors, continuons. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre? Une chaise? Ah non. J'ai cru que c'était une chaise. Du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on a là?
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Ah,
A
Longstrider.
gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Pas sûr. Elle a un peu le look des hauts jardins. Elle.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Ok. Parce que... Ah. Letter from mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ok. Come in. Il faut que je me déplace, putain. Le mec. Ouais, c'est bon, j'arrive. Alors.
One moment.
Relou les mecs.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Ah.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Ça va être mon petit espion.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Ça c'est pas mal du tout ça.
Good night, milady.
Good night, young boy.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
J'aime bien Lady Marjorie. Elle est gentille.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Oh.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Putain.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Faut que je lui parle, Marjorie.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Ouais, bizarre, elle. J'aime pas trop cette petite servante. The Iron Throne. Oh. Ah non.
You can do this.
Putain, les 3 pèlerins, ils font du bruit comme si c'était 15.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Hi. What's up?
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you, if you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake?
Bruno.
Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Son shit Iron, c'est ouf.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Really?
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Allez. La baston, la baston, la baston. J'ai complètement loupé le midi.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
Oh no.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now.
C'est relou parce que la souris bouge tellement
Lady
lentement.
Marjorie has spent the entire day working on the seating arrangements for the wedding.
Bien choisir la
you and I
réponse,
are
c'est un peu relou.
way at the back, here with the fourth cousins and the ninth-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Peut-être, hein.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen?
No.
You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
T'en aurais aucun, miss.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Bon.
I'm just glad it's over.
Est-ce qu'on peut parler?
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly.
Bah oui.
Your words to Cersei were brave.
C'est son
But I know
caractère.
you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ah.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's
J'ai pas fait
about
bon.
my family.
Ah, j'ai pas fait le bon choix.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Tu peux faire le bon choix, je
That is
pense.
no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Ça va trop vite, j'ai pas eu le temps de lire la dernière question, c'est relou.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
C'est chaud.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Je sens que j'ai fait un truc de merde. Ah. Putain mec.
Seven hells.
T'es le pire des couillons quoi.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
Putain, si tu te fais choper avant d'aller au mur, c'est mort.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Calme-toi. Respire.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Ok. C'est bien chaud, hein. Est-ce que j'aide le petit Carlos là qui est accroché au mur? Allez. C'est qui?
Bloody hell.
Ouais, c'est chaud quand même. Allez.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
C'est énormément.
What do they call my father?
C'est énormément bien écrit quoi. Ils ont fait un truc classe avec une belle histoire et
He
tout.
was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that,
Allez.
like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Faut que je choisisse quelqu'un.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
C'est qui?
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling.
Mais n'importe
We'll never
quoi.
survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
He's a thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal.
Ta gueule.
A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Et bim, le respect, mec. Putain.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ça va être
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ok. Bon, on va talk un petit peu quand même. Sur l'autre, il est bon. Le mec là, le mec qui tapait sur l'autre. Mais est-ce que c'est bien de lui donner tout de suite ou d'attendre que l'autre crève? Je sais pas.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man.
Ah. Qu'est-ce que tu veux me dire?
Was he our enemy?
No.
A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy.
Bah non.
But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Oh, trop vénère lui. Toi, je te connais, toi. Porte-coulisses. Ah oui.
Slash right. That means now. Sword up. Swing left. Parry.
Hey, wrong.
Wrong.
Oh,
I
bon.
didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
Alors.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defenses?
On va
Are
éviter un
these
petit peu
men
le
ready for
sujet.
what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power.
Pas de problème, mec.
especially when you're weak.
Bon, de toute façon, là, c'est surtout de l'histoire.
I'll let you
J'ai
get
pas
back
beaucoup
to
à dire.
training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Non, non.
Yes, my lord?
I need a sentinel.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal
Je
measure.
peux pas te le donner, mec.
I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Qui se calme un
Aye,
petit
a
peu, ce
fine
mec.
man. Wise even. But he has no business being sensible. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Oh, toi, tu vas pas aimer mon jugement, je pense. Tu vas pas aimer du tout ce que je vais... T'es qui, toi? Malcolm.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
S'il te
Hello,
plaît.
Uncle Malcolm.
Ah, c'est ton...
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
Oh.
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree.
Bah, bien sûr.
I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real.
Ouais, tu m'étonnes.
You know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ah, c'est
Ethan,
chaud.
I need to talk to you.
Ah, c'est vachement chaud, quand même. Ils disent tous
Mother
de choisir
told me
l'autre, c'est chaud, quand
Mira
même.
has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
Et alors?
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility.
Ouais, c'était pas la tienne
The
encore.
people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Putain. Ma soeur me dit Duncan et il...
Swords up! You can lift them, yeah?
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery.
Okay.
But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Bon, je te fais confiance.
Duncan.
Mais
Yes,
je te
my
pas.
lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Ouais.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
That's a clever strategy.
I do hope that's a good thing, my lord.
Bah ouais, mais bon.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Il est fidèle, il est loyal, il est intelligent. C'est chaud quand même. C'est chaud de décider. C'est vrai qu'il y a les Bolton qui sont là, donc on va avoir besoin de mecs forts. Je sais pas trop. Est-ce qu'il peut se parler à soi-même, non? Pas la faire. Ok. Bon, bah on va aller au Small Council, je pense. Du coup, je vais faire un truc. J'arrive de suite. Je vais juste faire une petite pause pipi. Et on y retourne. Go. Alors, talk to.
Maester? Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Bah go alors. Convoque le Small Council. On est là pour ça. Est-ce que je mettrais pas celle-là? C'est parfait. Ah bah du coup, à l'écran c'est mieux.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. There was one man who stood above all others. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
T'as pas intérêt.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
No,
It's
no.
bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
No.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf. But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh. Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough. My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
C'est ça qu'il faut.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Faut le laisser entrer.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Bim. Ferme ta gueule et t'assois. Direct. Tu cherches pas, hein.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do.
Non, non.
You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
Faut que je remette plein la
And
gueule.
don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
C'est pas toi qui décide, putain. Wesh.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
J'ai pas oublié, mec. T'es con ou quoi?
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Ouais, voilà.
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it.
Pourquoi il est parti?
He always protected you and your sister.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule.
Bah, tant mieux.
Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles.
C'est vrai.
But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But...
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No. But you need someone who is standing beside you.
Allez, vas-y. Va chercher ton frère. Et il va arriver en
I'm
retard.
trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Allez.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
T'as envoyé un corbeau à ma sœur, à King's Landing. T'envoies l'autre, l'oncle, chercher le frère. Très mauvais pour toi, ma grosse. Très mauvais. Ah la pute. Hop là. Allez, pick up aussi.
Marjorie?
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Thank you, Sarah. But I have to do this myself.
If you feel that way. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing.
Ouais,
Just know,
sûr.
I will be here for you if you ever...
Voilà, ça n'a pas marché.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
Ah merde.
Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Please don't hold it against me.
Putain. Ah, mais je peux pas utiliser ce tampon.
Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Ouais.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Ils vont me proposer d'écrire un truc avec son sceau ou un truc comme ça, mais je peux pas le faire ça. Je peux pas écrire un sceau, ça va foutre dans la merde.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Faut que je vais lui demander à lui d'abord. Je vais pas faire le truc avec le seau de... Ceux de Marjorie. Ils sont bien faits quand même.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son
of Roose Bolton.
Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
Allez, putain.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Bim.
Look at that. More Forrester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill.
Still.
Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone.
Alors.
The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Bim.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Bim. Eh ouais, mec.
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this little forest.
Oh là là, qu'est-ce qu'il va vouloir?
You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Oh là là.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Ryan!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Ryan, please!
Stop it!
Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Putain, mais l'autre il est parti quand même. L'autre enculé nous a abandonnés. Comme une merde. Oh là là.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Oh, Jon
Those
Snow.
who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
On est un petit peu spoilé quand même. Alors. Ok. 65% sont restés avec Bowen comme au début. Swore loyalty to the king. Ok. 48%. Freed Eric. Ah, on est que 50% à avoir rencontré Ramsay. C'est pas mal. Pas mal pour le premier épisode quand même. Et un épisode, c'est quoi? C'est à peu près 2 heures. 2 heures, c'est pas mal. Du coup, c'est cool, hein. Alors, est-ce que je me fais... Est-ce que je me fais une petite pause pour me faire un petit truc à grignoter? Ça serait pas mal, ça. Petite pause pour grignoter un truc.